just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get him.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So UCLA's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order.
Turning it on. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. The give to the left. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. No matter the sport, he epitomized a UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Reed. Finds his man, it's Owens. And they'll knock him down.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll leave it with him. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Quick strike complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Looking for a push on fourth down. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, fourth down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backwards fly up, and get in the play immediately. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession, but boy, they have to deal with a huge loss on that one. man, putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Going deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Thomas. Beck's going for the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat play.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Well, they got the completion there, and it didn't go very far, but the big fella with a nice catch.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Snags it inside the 20. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Still on his feet. Slips away. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Tight end finds a soft spot. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's go. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Heat. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. That's caught. It's Shaw.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
To the air on second down. Using the quick game. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Shaw. Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity.
Looking for the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And you'll see this with offenses sometimes, man. They make a big play, they're going to stay aggressive, but the defense did a great job. You gave up one big play, don't give up another one. They were prepared for it. Nice job defending the pass.
Now the play fake. This time he's got it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Scrambling away. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Owens. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Rushes on him. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt. return. UCLA will go back to offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Looking to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Touchdown, Aggies. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Well, the QB was trying to throw it to his running back behind the line of scrimmage. He never saw the defender. That was as easy a pick six as that guy is ever going to score.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They dug themselves out of a 14-0 hole, and now a chance to take the lead on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Backed up now, here's second and long. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver, the intended target. And as a result, that ball's incomplete.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Offense with jumbo personnel. Looking for a crease. It's Thomas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Makes the grab deep. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Bruins. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
His big tight end. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Now facing a third and long. Looking for a man. It's Reed. With the catch, it's Smith. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. These guys guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Craven. Just what they've hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for your defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job on the defense, shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Behind the chains now on second and long. On the run, it's Owens. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Back to pass, it's Reed. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, UCLA. The defense putting points on the board.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 5 over Boston College. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snagged in the middle. It's Craven. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try the run. Makes a man miss. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This should be the last play of the quarter. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he finds no running room at all, and the third quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the fourth. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Pressure coming. Finds his tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that.
There he goes. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
He'll do it himself. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Got enough for the first. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running behind that left side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Give to the running back. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Texas A&M offense goes back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way. Be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the red zone, looking for a space. Texas A&M going up tempo. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Complete to the left. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on.
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Fires to the right. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Bringing the heat. Gets away. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the 2nd overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He'll keep it himself. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Owens. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Just drives it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Here's the handoff. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Bruins in the hurry-up. The give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They go to the ground. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from the game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
This is one of the best games we've called this season. A thriller, and it comes